everybody. Welcome to the stream. Why is it not turning the desktop audio on as well? There it goes. It's done it. Welcome to the stream. Welcome to Friday night's 40k After Dark. Welcome to your end of week 40k show. Right? Welcome to your end of week 40k show. Now, normally end of week is a celebration. It's a time to be cheerful and happy. And I am actually cheerful and happy. I've been to my spiritual home today, a place I quite like going if I want to go and chill out and enjoy some time in the outdoors. However, GW made an announcement this week. They released a new product. The thumbnail kind of gives it away, right? However, that particular product release for me is... it's contentious. Now, I've noticed chat has already been talking about this, right? I've noticed they've already been talking about it. I wanted to bring attention to this. So Heresy and the launch of new version Heresy, Heresy 2.0 or whatever kind of Heresy you want to call it, was positive, right? It was good. It was a good thing. It was a job well done on the whole, right? The rule sets are decent. They're not terrible. The models all coming in plastic was a good idea. Launching a Heresy starter box set in plastic, the Space Marines in plastic, the Terminators in plastic, the Contemptors in plastic, all the tanks in plastic. I think this was a good move from GW. I was actually very positive about it. In fact, I have repeatedly had to resist the urge to start trying to collect and build and paint Heresy because I'm never going to fall through it because Space Marines are boring. But I've had to resist the urge because they're all in plastic.
Want to say thanks for last night's chat plays. Not laughed that much in a while.
Thanks, Grant.
Needed it.
If you haven't seen that one, it's a special chat plays. It's a very special chat plays.
Good evening, you sexy bearded
Evening,
one.
Umbra, you fucking legend. So doing what they were doing was a great idea, right? I thought it was a very positive move that they made to move across from their terrible resin product into plastic for Heresy. It made it lots more accessible. It arguably gives people more options for firstborn Marines, even in 40k as well. All the tanks being plastic is significantly nice. Lots of people port 30k models across into 40k with the Imperial Armor Compendium. All a great move. Then they released heavy weapons upgrades and special weapons upgrades, and I thought that was actually really nice. I mean, if you think about it, it's a bit of a dick move when you go, hey, in 40k, if you want to buy a box of Marines, you buy a box of Marines. If you want to buy a Devastator box, you buy a Devastator box, which has all the weapons in it, and you also get all the torsos and legs and heads that you need. And they were like, no, you still have to buy the normal Marine box, but hey, here's a whole host of special weapons or heavy weapons. But there were a lot of heavy weapons. There were like 30 in a box, right? So it wasn't that bad. So if you used all 30 weapons on 3 different squads, it actually didn't work out as that much more of an expensive upgrade per squad. It was okay. More expensive than it needed to be, perhaps, but it was okay.
I never release rage, but this tweaked my nipple. Pouting face.
Tweaked my nipple's a great phrase, I see. So they did that with the special weapons, they did it with the heavy weapons. And I said a little while ago that what we needed to see for Heresy really was an assault upgrade pack. Okay? For me, an assault upgrade pack would have 10 bolt pistols, 10 chainsaws, 10 jump packs, and they'd all be in plastic. Same as the heavy weapons, same as the special weapons, same as the Space Marines, right? It's an easy and obvious upgrade. They could arguably sell it for slightly more than the heavy weapons kits because it has the jump packs in it as well, right? So I felt like that was something that was just a given. They were going to do it. Why wouldn't they do it? Everyone wants Heresy era jump pack Marines.
Umbra mortis. We have missed you, lad.
Everybody wants, thanks Steve, everybody wants jump pack Heresy Marines. Everybody wants Assault Marines and Horus Heresy. It's a win. It's just a flat win. There was no reason not to do it. And this week, GW did in fact announce the release of the Assault Marine upgrade sprue for Horus Heresy. Now, what we'll do first is we'll talk about price, right? So price hasn't actually officially been announced. Price has not yet been given to us. They have simply said, hey, here's an announcement. This is the new thing we're chucking out. This came out yesterday. It's on Heresy Thursday, right? So to start with, they didn't give us a price. They just said this is what's coming, right?
It feels like they lured people in with plastic. Then a lot of the cool single stuff, some other upgrades are now staying resin. Look at the Contemptor bodies.
Yeah. Yes, CT, right? So they said, hey, we're going to release the Assault Marine upgrades, essentially, was what they said. Not quite what they said. They called it Spice Up Your Legions with Chainsaw Wielding Despoiler Squads, okay? I instantly thought Assault Marines. This is the only logical thing they could be doing. It's the only thing that makes any sense. If they're releasing an upgrade box, we can assume it will be a minimum price of £14 to £15. It's Games Workshop. It's not going to be cheaper than that, is it? Because they don't like to charge anything even remotely close to reasonable. So it's going to be £14 to £15 at least, right? Makes sense. If we look at I think the heavy weapons upgrade boxes are like 26 quid or something. They're not cheap. So it's going to be an expensive box at £15. But hey, Liam, if they do chuck in 10 bolt pistols, 10 chainsaws, 10 jump backs, £15 it isn't expensive. Chat, hold my beer. Let me screen share with you right now. This is full-blown cuntery from Games Workshop. And I've always said, you all know, right? I'm such a fan of GW that I've been called a shill on numerous occasions because I love them. I love their products. I love their game. But their business acumen is currently failing at every single turn. And I've always said if they behave like arseholes, I'm going to call them on it, right? So, Heresy Thursday, spice up the legions with chainsaw wielding despoilers.
I just made a nice purchase of merchandise.
Liam and Russ, you're a hero. People earlier were whinging that they don't go up to a big enough size. They go up to 3XL. And if that's not big enough, then fucking buy 2, cut them in half and sew them together. Right. Spice up your legions with chainsaw-wielding despoiler squads. The iconic vision of a Space Marine is that of a warrior striding into battle, firing self-propelled explosive munitions from their trusty bolter with enemy fire ricocheting off their ceramite armour. But perhaps the only thing more exhilarating than a towering super soldier with a rocket-propelled machine gun is the same guy with a 5-foot chainsaw in the shape of a sword. This is precisely the conclusion that the Legion Astartes came to during the Great Crusades. Now you can get that close combat feel with the forthcoming Despoiler Squad upgrade set from Forge World. This Resin pack comes with 5 arms with chainsaws and 5 with bolt pistols for your Mark 6 plastic Space Marines. Aspiring commanders can use it to build brutal despoiler squads to side through enemy lines. There's also a two-handed heavy chainsaw for those tougher nuts and a cracking power axe, which you may also field as a Charner ball. Okay, you can even use these arms to add sword 2 spice to other tactical swords and kitting out your sergeant's command squads and veteran squads. The Resin upgrade squad kit will be available via Forge World soon. Right, and don't worry, more plastic infantry is in production. The Age of Darkness isn't just about tanks. Watch your space for more information and sign up for the newsletter. I urge all 250 of you, and that includes all 190 odd that haven't hit like yet, do not spend your money on this kit. This needs to be a flop. This needs to be a complete flop. What were they thinking? 5 chainswords, 5 bolt pistols in resin to stick to your plastic Space Marines. You have to use super glue. But all of their old Space Marines for Heresy were all resin. Yes, you are now unmuted.
I'll say it again. Do plastic and resin not stick together?
Plastic and resin stick together with super glue. But all of Horus Heresy historically was resin, okay? So Forge World only produced essentially resin kits. It was always only resin, Forge World. All right? So if you wanted to collect Heresy and you wanted to buy Heresy Space Marines, it was all resin. Problem with resin is, historically, the reason why they charged more for resin was not only because the process is more expensive in order to produce the kit, but they claimed you could get more detail from a resin kit than you could from plastic. Now, I personally believe that those days, with GW's advancements in plastic, those days are gone, right? They're completely gone. So now I think plastic offers as much detail as resin can.
What's the...
First I bought the dice, now I have a t-shirt on the way. Ty Liam for a great show.
Thank you, Big Ron, you're a hero.
So what's the outrage about there being 5?
Oh, well, I'm going to get there.
Oh, okay.
We'll get
All
there.
right. Okay.
So historically all resin, okay. Problem is with their resin processes, quite frankly, dog shit. They have shit. I've bought so many resin models from Forge World. I'm a glutton for punishment. They turn up, they're bent, they're out of shape, they have slip marks, they have horrible resin mold lines, and you get hold of Forge World and you go, look at this giant slip that goes right down the barrel of my Lehman Russ. And they send you a guide on how to repair resin. I've spent 76 fucking pounds on a tank. I expect it to come completely, like, error-free.
Without holes in the bottom.
Happy Friday, Liam. Honestly, It's quite obnoxious to keep seeing new, shiny things they want to sell me when they can't replace stock.
That's a whole other issue, right? But if they were charging me £20 for the tank, which is cheaper than the plastic kits, but it did come with errors that I had to work with, okay, I kind of get it. Maybe, sort of, a bit. But when they're charging you £76 for a single tank that from Games Workshop in plastic would cost you £47.50, and it comes with errors like wonky bent barrels that you have to heat up in hot water and straighten up yourself at risk of snapping, it's just not good enough. It's not good enough. Especially when they have the obnoxious fucking audacity to stick in that plastic tank a little Forge World leaflet with a stamp on it saying it was quality checked.
I was just about to ask, is it quality checked?
Well, apparently all of my Forge Worlders come quality checked. They must have employed Stevie Wonder. They must have employed Stevie Wonder to quality check. Because I don't know whoever's quality checking at Forge World is fucking stealing a wage right now, quite frankly. Right? It's as simple as that.
Is it a robot?
It's not.
Quality.
It's a manual stamp. Anyway, so what they started doing with New Heresy, which launched this last year in 2022, is they started moving towards plastic for Horus Heresy. So they took all of the core infantry and they made these really nice plastic kits, unless you want the knobbly bobbly shoulder pads from Mark 6, in which case the person who designed that was a sadist. That aside, they released all plastic infantry. And then they said, well, actually, if you want your heavy weapons or special weapons squads, here's a heavy weapons and a special weapons squad upgrade box we can sell you, also all plastic. They then took a load of the iconic Heresy models that we also saw in 40k. Big tanks, big walking robots, dreadnoughts to you and I, but robots to these. And they made them all plastic as well. And they made them really nice kits. Really good kits, all plastic. A great step forward for Horus Heresy. And I said, Horus Heresy would see a slight increase in players, simply because it's more accessible. Plastic's easy to work with. You don't typically have to repair plastic when you get it. You just snip it out, file little bits of it down and glue it together. Right? So huge leaps forward. This set coming out in resin now as an upgrade spree for plastic is just... It's a money grab, this is nothing else than a money grab. That's all it is. And the reason why 5 is an issue. So, a box of Space Marines and Horus Heresy, I think, is either 10 or 20 models in a box. In fact, let's find out. Let's have a look right now, because I'm sure I can go to the GW website right now, and I can go to Horus Heresy, and I can click on the Horus Heresy button, and I can go into Start here. No, not Start here. Armies of the Horus Heresy. Legionnaires Astartes. Let's do that. Let's find a Mark 6 tactical squad. A Mark 6 tactical squad, if I open this up, will tell me how many models are in the box. This set comprises of 352 plastic components and is supplied with 20 32mm bases. So you can make 20 Space Marines in one box. 20 Space Marines with bolt guns, right? The box cost is £47.50.
Oh.
20 Space Marines though.
Yeah.
Normally boxes are 30 quid for 10. So £47.50 for 20 could arguably be classed as good value. Because if you take 30 or £37 or whatever it is, or £35 for 10 and double it, you're looking at 70 for 20. So value reasonable. Okay. So far, good job.
Yeah.
I like this. I'm okay with it, right? However, if we also assume that the chainsaw bolt pistol upgrade sprees are going to be £15.
Restore Days Friday.
Thank you, Ben. £15. You would need 4 of them to be able to upgrade all 20. So you'd have to spend 60 quid on upgrade to upgrade your £50 box.
Oh, wow.
Suddenly 20 Marines would cost you £110.
So the glorious Night Lord's Contemptor Dreadnought has been discontinued. They haven't released the shite new upgrade kit for it. Scalers have them on eBay for £150. It's seeking awful.
We've done a scalpers one recently, Umbra. You're 100% right there. 100% right. So if we do assume £15, and they might surprise me, it might be £8, but even at £8, right, you're talking 32 quid just to upgrade a box of 20 Marines who are already £47. So you're talking 49, you're talking 79, £80 for 20 Marines is expensive. It's just, and you're gluing shit resin onto plastic models.
Are there any?
And the worst part is minimum unit size in Heresy, I think, is 10. So you can't just, but you have to buy 2 boxes.
Are any of the Heresy models that have these upgrades on, are any of those resin?
You can still buy resin Space Marines for Heresy. You can still buy them. But this is, I mean, this is fucking frankly criminal. right? It doesn't. It's not. I can't. Please, no one buy these boxes. I don't know if anyone actually will buy these boxes anyway. At Resin, at probably £15.
Forge World seems to have more problems than any other resin caster I've ever ordered models from. I'm convinced they don't know how to maintain their molds and refuse to replace bad ones.
I'm just saying, you can buy, and I don't condone this.
I'm a bit of expert on crap resin forgot a few
I
bits.
don't condone this at all, and I wouldn't encourage people to actually do this, but you can buy exact replicas from printers in places like Russia and China that actually come out better quality.
My Forge World stuff is quality checked. I also have about £250 of free replacement models for replacements for the things that were quality checked.
Exactly. How can they send you a
Dreadclaw Fund.
How can they send you? Thank you, David, you're a hero. How can they send you a quality check leaflet saying this has been quality checked? And then when you complain to customer services, they send you a replacement because it's that bad. How how can that be quality checked?
Somebody put a comment in here saying just because it's been quality checked doesn't mean it's passed.
Well, no.
So that's a whole
I
other
feel like
layer.
what they should do. So here's what I would do. This is never going to happen. This is me talking shit now, by the way, because it's been a long day. I'm exceptionally tired and I'm drinking beer. What I would do is every quality checker has their own little stamp, and every time customer services gets contacted with a quality issue, they look at the stamp and go, "Cool, your replacement kit's going to cost £76 for a Forge World Lehman Russ for Krieg. So we're taking £76 off your wages." So if you make sure as a quality checker that everything that goes out that shop is quality checked and doesn't have to be replaced because of things like resin slip issues or bend issues, you have zero wages docked.
So I would do your 5 whys. Why are the people who are quality checking?
Oh, Luce, this isn't a hard. They're shit paid in shit conditions, and the product's shit, and they know people will keep buying it.
That's always kind of blown my mind that if you send a photo and you say, this is really poor, I'd like a replacement, they don't even get you to send it back.
Yeah.
That, for me, that blows my mind because
It's mad, isn't it?
it's expensive. So
Mad.
why aren't you asking for it back?
Before we keep going, so thank you so far to everybody who super chatted. You guys are all amazing. I've got my eye on a friend's Elder army that he's selling, but it's very expensive. But we do need Elder back on the channel, so this is probably going to help go towards it. And when I say expensive, it's very expensive. But it's a beautiful Eldar army, and it has so much stuff on it. And he's like, well, I can hold it for you. And I'm like, I don't want him to have to hold it for me, because if he gets a good offer, he should definitely sell it to the person who gives him a good offer. But this might help that. Anyway, thank you to everybody who super chatted. But big shout out to Yeston, who gifted a membership. What a legend. Rimney, who gifted 5, absolute hero. For you extra 6 people who have just been gifted memberships, in fact, there's more. There's another one. Caldor Pugrego gifted one as well. So for you 7 people that have been gifted memberships, please make sure you use all of your gifted memberships. I'll upgrade my tracker right now. Get yourself in the Great Hall, ! Discord. Come and join us. They don't bite, I promise. They might bite a little bit, but they shouldn't bite.
Nibble.
Yeah, it's a little nibble. It's just a little nibble on the tip. So come and get yourself in the Great Hall. Make sure you come and check out all of our members-only content as well. So we have members-only battle reports every single Tuesday, and currently every other Tuesday we're going to try and check out a members-only pre-recorded battle report as well. So one live, one pre-recorded for you beautiful people. Tomorrow sees Joe take control of the Ultramarines against my World Eaters for members only on YouTube. If you are already a DZ sub, don't panic. You've already seen it. You don't need a membership to watch it, okay?
I once bought a Sagittarium upgrade pack and was missing all of the left arms. Now I have spare helmets, guns and right arms.
Here's the other thing, right? Here's the other thing that fucking annoys me, right?
You're right, I do keep buying
You
it.
do keep
Man
buying
shrugging.
it. When you have a problem with some of these products, they don't go and find the individual piece you have a problem with and send you that replacement. They
Yeah.
just send you the whole kit again.
Yeah.
Right? So
That's
then
what
you
I
still
mean.
then you still end up, and so either so maybe, just maybe, if they could just keep sending people new kits all the time, they don't actually cost them that much to produce. Maybe.
Maybe.
Nonetheless,
Pointy Ears Fund.
thank you, Nordost. It's very expensive, but
Who's getting pointy ears?
what? I've just said that I've got my eyes on an Eldar army from a friend of mine. It's a friend of mine who goes to our GTs frequently, a namesake of mine, in fact, another chap called Liam, who is a lovely guy. He's decided to sell his Eldar, and it's very pretty. And I'm like, oh, this is a quick fix to me not having Eldar for over a year. So I could buy his Eldar army, but he wants a fair amount of money for it, and which is reasonable because there's a lot of it and it's well painted. And I was like, oh, I really want that. What do you want for it? And he told me, I was like, oh, okay. Like, it's fair. He's not being unreasonable, but I was like, maybe not right now. Maybe not. But thank you. No, it means a lot. Big shout out then to where was the other ones? To Schooner 1979, who became a Jarl. What a legend, what a hero. Cool German dude. Now has one of the biggest dicks in chat because he upgraded to Thane. What a legend. Make sure you get yourself in the only Thanes. I'm sure we can translate German. In fact, cool German dude, I think you might be the first German person at Thane tier. So you can have my German World Eaters Codex. If you want, maybe. Should we do that? I don't know. I don't think I promised it to anyone. I'm not sure. Probably didn't promise it to anyone.
Are we going until 11 tonight?
We normally go to 11 tonight, yes. If you want to sack it early,
yeah.
We're very tired in this house. It's been a stressful few weeks to start with. So what we decided to do, which was also stroke educational day today.
Bummer, I just ordered a Forge World model, but then again it will be Siege Studios' problem as they are putting it together and painting it for me. It'll be interesting to see what it looks like.
So Tony, that's one of the best ways of doing it. It will be expensive, but Siege will just sort out all the problems for you.
How expensive?
Lots. That's all I'm going to say. Lots, right? What was I saying? Oh yeah, so we went out for an educational trip today with the boys, which was to teach them about essentially birds of prey, right? And we went to a place that when I finished college before I joined the army, I volunteered there for like 4 months straight because it's one of my passions that a lot of you won't know about. One of my passions outside 40k.
Couldn't care less about the Horsey Heresy.
The Horsey Heresy. That's now what it's called.
The Horsey Heresy.
Brood Rooster is now the Horsey Heresy forevermore, chat, right? If anybody refers to it as the Horus Heresy from now on, probably banned. The Horsey Heresy is what it's now called from now on this channel. Right? Perfect. So we went to a place called the Hawk Conservancy Trust in Andover, just up the road. It's a beautiful place. They do incredible flying demonstrations with bird of prey and raptors. We've got the kids to dissect owl pallets, which is great. It's an amazing day. I love it. It's one of my favourite day outs. I just go there and chill and relax. And I like being able to relax a bit after the last few weeks we've had is incredible, quite frankly. However, it's like 6 degrees all day with a wind chill, and it's outside for the whole thing. And when you have a day like that, you just come back exhausted. It
is so fatiguing.
Yeah, just because I was sat there shivering like a shitting dog, like trying to be entertaining and make sure the kids are okay. Literally like this. Literally like I was on a fucking vibro plate. And because they're kids, in between demonstrations, they just want to play in play parks whilst also dissecting owl. It's just hard. I'm fucking knackered. So if you hear her yawning down the microphone, it's simply because she is actually that exhausted. So what I'm saying is, if you wanted to go early, I'm sure chat won't understand.
I might need to, otherwise they're going to hear me snore.
I
sure. I think I fell asleep with my eyes open earlier.
Everyone, check last night's stream. It was the best.
Oh, last night's stream was fucking mental. Absolutely mental. And it was a stroke of genius as well. It was brilliant all the way through. So I don't want to spoil it for you. It was great. It was great. Dave B, Leeds 25 up. You watching that horrible rugby game again that's not real rugby? So anyway, the Horsey Heresy, which John McCardle's just said, you're only going to have words if you keep saying Horsey Heresy. Well, the Horsey Heresy, that's tickled me. That has, on the whole, I think, personally, been a good set of releases. I honestly have to praise them.
Liam and his Banshee is fun.
Thanks, Big Ron, you're a hero. I honestly have to praise them for what they've done so far on the whole with the Horus Heresy. Like I said, it's incredibly astute of them.
Bought 2 Drukhari Reapers from FW. One was missing the top part of the sail. After 3 complaints, I now have 2 decent ones anyway and 3 Ravagers, given it's the same kit plus an upgrade sprue. Madness.
It is madness, Matt. Absolutely.
Rhinos win at Saints. Boom. Happy feckin' Friday.
Not a real sport. It's like rugby union, but worse.
What sport's this?
Dave's been watching rugby league.
Oh.
It's like maybe uni a bit worse. That's all you need to know.
For the Elder.
Thanks, John. Thank you so much, Johnny. You're a hero. Right, so what was I? So Heresy, on the whole, it's been quite an astute business move. It's been really smart. In fact, the switching everything to plastic has had me on the brink of wanting to collect Heresy for the longest time. I go to Factorum for the GTs and for the events, and they've still got an Age of Darkness box on the shelf, and I keep nearly buying it because I'm like, I really want to do Heresy because I actually love the Heresy rule. I really love the Heresy rule set. I don't currently feel like it's worth making content around it because I feel like content around it is currently just performing terribly on YouTube. Possibly because it's harder to follow, possibly because Marines on Marines is a bit boring. But on the whole, moving the whole thing to plastic Leviathans, plastic Spartans, plastic Demios Rhinos, plastic Demios Predators, etc. Beautiful, beautiful move. In fact, I have been buying Demios Rhinos for the World Eaters because I prefer the Heresy look. So I buy Heresy kits. And if they were still resin, I wouldn't be buying them. I'm only buying them because they're plastic kits, and I think they look nicer for the World Eaters. If you've seen the World Eaters on the channel, in 40k, they've got 2 Demios pattern Predators in there. Rhinos, sorry, not Predators. They've got 2 Demios pattern ones there because they're plastic kits, and that's why I have them, because it makes sense. So moving everything to plastic is the right life choice. I'm not actually entirely against the upgrade sprues for special and heavy weapons. I was a little bit negative about it when it first came out, but the fact that you could pay for one set and you had 30 weapons was actually like, okay, when you think about upgrading 20 Marines now, you're going to buy one box, you're going to upgrade all 20 of your Marines and still have 10 weapons left over. That's relatively good value on the whole. Like, for a Games Workshop, that's okay. You know, they can be pretty terrible. That's okay. However, this latest release is just, they do this weird thing with GW. They do this, here's a really good value box. We've done a good job. Like, well done. You've done a good job. That's very good. And then they go, and then we're going to do this. And you go, sometimes I wonder if there's Jekyll and Hyde in charge of that company. It just doesn't make sense to me. And I would urge any of you, this is one of the rare occasions where...
Last night was as fun to watch as Winters on a Monster Drink. 2 best videos ever.
I'm glad you enjoyed it, man. Thank you. I really don't want anyone to buy this box for a change. This should have been, and even if it was £25, this should have been 10 chainswords, 10 bolt pistols, 10 jump packs in a box, minimum. That's what it should have been. Now, let's be honest. If they had have announced, be honest with me now, chat, right? Be honest with me. If they had announced a single upgrade box for Heresy, which was 10 plastic chainsaws, 10 plastic pistols, and 10 plastic jump packs, and they charged you £22.50, because they like to do the weird £2.50, £7.50 thing. £22.50. Would we be having the same conversation?
The Horsey Heresy, the story of Horus and his cult following.
That's fucking brilliant. But would we be having the same conversation? £22.50, 10 chainsaws, 10 pistols, 10 jump packs. I suspect we won't be having the same conversation. We'd be going, oh, cool. We can make plastic Mark 6 Assault Marines. That's cool. And then we would then be thinking, well, hang on. That then means that if we have to upgrade our box of 20 Marines, that's £45 on top of the 40. We're talking about £92.50 to make 20 Assault Marines. And we still be going, yeah, cool, okay. Despite the fact it's still ridiculously fucking expensive for what it is, we would be thinking it's better value. But for them to chuck out, we don't even know the price yet. I've seen people saying if they're charging £5 for these, it's a rip-off. Don't even know the price yet. I think it's a different conversation if it's just 10 plastic Assault Marine swords, pistols, and jump packs. In fact, I'd argue if you had 20 pistols, 20 chainswords, and 20 jump packs, which is 60, which is double what you get 30 heavy weapons in the heavy weapon box. Is that correct? I think it's 30 heavy weapons. So yeah, you actually only need 10. If you have 10 pistols, 10 chainsaws, 10 jump packs, that's 30 pieces of plastic, essentially. That's 30 items. It's no different to 30 weapons on a heavy weapons squad, 30 special weapons on the special weapons upgrade spree. Okay? Logically. I think it's a different conversation, especially if they're in plastic. This is just a stupid move. To then drop in the bottom, so someone super chatted this in earlier, and I want to bring this up actually, it's important, but then drop in the bottom and say, don't worry, more plastic infantry, more new plastic infantry's coming soon. We can't even get you your current fucking orders, but new plastic infantry's coming soon. Like, sort your core of your business out first, for Christ's sake. That's a rant. That's my rant, Luce. That's my half an hour. I mean, you look like you are about to actually snore on the stream.
Shall I go?
No.
Wake up.
Me and another Scot will be down at the Great Hall gathering to help feed Liam's kids. I have some Flesh Terror metal pads for Sad Joe too if want them.
That's amazing. Yes, please present them to him, Schooner. You're a hero, and welcome down. Thank you for coming down, and I hope you enjoy yourself. Which one are you coming to? Just go make yourself a cup of tea. Put 1 sugar in it. That'll be fine. A hot drink, sugar. You'll be good.
It is bizarre how the cold drains you, and I know some people are built for the outdoors. I didn't think I wasn't built for the outdoors, but it's just it is phenomenal how being out, because it's obviously outdoors because all the birds are outdoors, and you have your hot chocolate and you eat food, so you have fuel. But then when you get in the car and the car begins to warm up,
Say happy birthday to Laura for yesterday, hence we missed the stream.
Oh, Ben.
Days. Feed the kids.
Happy
And by
birthday!
Morelda.
Happy birthday to Laura. I hope you had genuinely hope you had an incredible day. But my God, you picked a stream to miss. Have you watched it back on catch up?
I said to Paddy when he came in to use the toilet and grab a drink, I said to him, I don't want to know where you've touched Liam that makes him make sounds like that. I do feel that's a secret between two lovers, though, so I don't want to know, Paddy.
I haven't.
And he honestly sniggered at me.
I haven't laughed that hard like I needed yesterday.
Yeah.
I haven't laughed that hard in a long, long time. So
I
I'm
could hear
making
you
apologies.
through the kitchen
It was
wall.
so funny. I said to Joe before. I said to Joe and Paddy before the stream started. I was like, right, look. I spoke to chat a few times on some streams, and I've said that I'm thinking about cancelling chat plays. And I've been thinking about it because I felt like it was getting a bit stale. I felt like it maybe had run its course. In fact, I said to you guys, I feel like it may have run its course, and I don't want to flog a dead or like. Do you know what I mean? I don't want it because it starts to come across as desperate.
Yeah.
So I was conscious. So I said this to Joe. I was like, look, this is how I'm feeling about it. Now the guys didn't want to lose chat plays because they have a lot of fun. They were like, this is our opportunity once a month to be silly and do silly things on a get like it's fun. Please don't get rid of it. I was like, okay. So they didn't want rid of it, which was great.
Liam, get revenge. Make her a hot toddy.
I would welcome a hot toddy. I've been so cold today.
So I said, so the lads didn't want to get rid of it because I like it's fun. I'm like, yeah, but I'm conscious it might start coming across as cringe because it feels like it's lost some of its energy.
Right.
And this isn't a slight on you, chat, because if you guys are going, well, we've done all this.
Yeah.
Cool, okay. So I was like, Joe, I've got some ideas. Now, a huge shout out goes to War Games Live. If you guys haven't checked out War Games Live on YouTube yet, go and check out War Games Live on YouTube. Hit the subscribe button. He covers tournaments every single weekend in the US, and he's a good guy. And Nurgle Matthew is a big part of that channel as well. So shout out to those guys, because one of the ideas I had came from their charity stream they did pre-LVO. And I came up with another idea. So I said to Joe, I said, I've got a couple of new rules in mind. So when they hit the big milestones of hundreds of pounds, I'm going to put a rule on the table. And you're going to have to do it. And I didn't tell him until we went live. We went live and said, right, chat, when you hit this goal, we're going to do this. And when you hit this goal, we're going to do this. I'm not going to spoil it for people that haven't watched it. And Joe's face just sort of dropped a little bit like, oh, no. And then I said, if we hit the next milestone above those first two milestones, then you guys need to give me crazy rules, because that's my two ideas. So then it's over to you. Right, be as crazy as you want, over to you. Chat were in the mood last night, Luce.
Yeah.
And it was fucking hilarious. There is more clippable content out of that one stream than I think we've had for 6 months. Joe is a champion.
Yeah.
Joe's the people's champion after. I mean, Paddy was incredible as well, but Joe's the people's champion after last night. What a legend he was. So good. You guys made it incredible. So, Laura, if you get the chance, your birthday was 100% more important, and I hope you had a great day. But if you get the chance, you and Betty sit down and watch that, because I know people that have messaged me and said, I've watched it 3 times.
3 times.
Like, it's a 3-hour fucking stream, and they're telling me they've watched it 3 times. So... I have had YouTube notifications disabled for months. I turned it back on after seeing your last chat play, says Nox Minis. Thanks, man. I appreciate you. We'll be down in Elements in May. Gonna have a laugh and a half. Good man. Does the Heresy pack come with Inferno pistols? I just joined the stream. No, Lord Adam, I'm afraid it doesn't. It's a terrible value box that you should not buy. You're better off finding 3D printed pieces from somewhere else. Honestly, you're better off going to like a Shapeways or something, quite frankly. Right? Thanks for ruining my chance of being in Modern Wargames a couple of weeks. Cass, I'm doing my best to ruin your chances of being in Modern every channel, right? Including mine. I'm just saying. Didn't watch it back yet, but we will tomorrow. Okay, you're fantastic. I think you'll enjoy. It's funny. Honestly, it's funny. It's so funny. I hurt. I came away from the stream with a headache, and I hurt.
Headache.
I had a headache. Like Paddy and Joe came away said that, and they both said that they felt like they'd played a whole GTs of games because they had. I fucked with them so much.
Liam, for GHG quiz, can we buy tickets on door?
On the Saturday.
Have you got your own ticket, Matt? Because if you've got a ticket for the Sunday, the quiz is free. If you are not attending the Sunday, you've got mates meeting you.
I think you need to keep the CP swap as a goal. Smiley face.
Yeah, Matt, have you not got a full weekend ticket?
If you're wanting to do the quiz on a Saturday, then yes, it's separate and you can go on the door.
Yeah, of course.
But then we had walk-ins on Great Hall Gathering in December, and it was
Yeah.
fine.
I mean, at the moment, you fuckers aren't buying tickets, so we're going to have loads of space for walk-ins anyway. All right? Does that make the first horsey heresy Troy?
The swapping of 1s to 6s was #perplexed Joe.
That was one of the greatest things ever. That was the bit that I got from War Games Live, right? That was the bit that I got from War Games Live. It was fantastic. Okay? Absolutely fantastic. Joe, come back to Canada. I don't think he's ever been to Canada. It was an amazing stream to catch up on. It looked like you all having a good laugh. We had an incredible time. It was amazing. Anyway, when I was ranting, chat, I didn't see you tell me what you think about this Heresy upgrade sprue. I knew you were talking, but I didn't see it. So if you've got things you want me to see, if you've got things you want me to read out, chuck them in chat now. Right? Sometimes I think Games Workshop are getting better than I remember Death Company intercessors. Oh, Papas, don't. Oh man, don't do that. That's honestly, I'm looking forward to the next one. Gonna make a list of silly rules to throw out there next time. You know the rule. Like, what was cool was I tried it differently. So I was like, if you hit a certain target, we can activate a silly rule, and I will pick a silly rule out of the silly rules that you've thrown at me. So it didn't put the pressure on any one individual for having to super chat a significant amount of money to make something happen. Although Mandy did take it upon herself to do that a couple of times, but it was a collective effort to hit the target, and then a silly rule came into play, which was what made it kind of really fun for everyone, I think.
Yeah.
Tickets for what? Great Hall Gathering! ! GHG in chat. In fact, I'm still confused now since what says Dave B.
There are 2-day tickets. You say this tonight.
You say this tonight.
Right.
There are 2 days. What? No. What?
So, Great Hall Gathering is mostly a one-day event, but the quiz that we ran on the same day last time, we've put that the day before, so that if you did want to drink while you're doing the quiz, you didn't have to worry about how am I getting home now because I've had a drink. You can just go to your hotel. If you're going to the Sunday, maybe you've got a hotel. It also means that you can leave slightly earlier on the Sunday, so you can kind of beat the traffic. If you're buying a Sunday ticket, you get to go in the quiz for free because it's part of the event. But if you just want to do the quiz because you're not available for Sunday, you'll need to pay for the quiz.
Yeah.
Does that make sense?
That should make sense.
I'm aware.
Ginger Steve might still be confused.
I'm having flashbacks of, you know, when you've got a newborn baby and the sleep depth is so crazy that you feel constantly drunk and then you jibber jabber. I feel like I'm like newborn jibber jabber, sleep depth, jibber jabbering. If I'm confusing Dave B, I'm definitely newborn sleep depth drunk.
Yeah. She's looking very tired over the desk at me.
I think this, if I could tilt this a little bit more, it'd be like a pillow.
Yeah, don't do that.
Just fall asleep on the microphone.
Should probably retext. Okay, so Matt's come back. We're good. All right, we're perfect. Coding bungs me up. So I don't know why I went straight to that comment. Brilliant. Posted earlier, but I Etsy'd enough to get out 20 Salt Marines in arms and jump packs. About the same as 10 sets of arms will be from Forge World. Exactly, Aussie. And they'll probably be a better print quality as well. That's the problem, won't they? They will, ultimately. Liam, the guy who had the house fire, is getting fully squared away. Oh, yeah, so I dealt with that today as well. I'm in a Tri-Services Wargaming group.
Yep.
because they put me in there.
Is that because the services really do try?
They really try.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah, they're
Well,
just a
good.
bit shit, but they really try.
God loves a trier.
Yes, I have weekend ticket, didn't realize, haha. Should probably read the text when I buy stuff off Element, haha.
So in this Try Services Wargaming group, and one of the lads, unfortunately, appliance, fucking words and stuff and junk.
Are you tired?
I am exhausted. It's been a long week. An appliance in his living room caught fire, unfortunately, and they've had a bit of a house fire. It hasn't burnt the whole house down, thankfully, touching wood, but there's been a bit of a disaster, bless him. And all of his 40k was in the room that caught fire. He had 20,000 points worth. He just started a Leagues of Votan army.
I'm so glad you said points and not pounds.
Well, I mean,
Jesus.
Maybe's not a no.
Maybe's not a no. Pickle Nick, you're correct. Points and pounds aren't that far off for some armies, but 20,000 points worth destroyed in the fire. And the guy put it in the group chat today. It's like, has anyone got any spare bits? So considering he just started Votan, I knew Factorum had a Votan box left, one of the big boxes, and I went straight to Factorum and was like, have you still got that box? Can I buy it at a discounted rate? Here's the reason why. And they came back to me and was like, we would like to just donate it to him.
That's amazing.
So that's incredible. It's really, really nice. So there you go. But I've had an update since. A lot of the lads in the Forces Get groups have sort of bound together and squared him away with a lot of stuff.
20,000 points?
I don't think he's going to get 20,000 points worth. It's a lot of Warhammer. But I mean, considering where he was with nothing, I'm sure he's incredibly grateful. I'm very sad it happened to him. Like, I would dread that ever happening to us, considering it's basically my livelihood as well. But it's got to be horrible. Something you've put time, effort, passion into.
I immediately thought of that, of like, oh no, all the hours that you've painted it.
So this is the thing, right? This is the thing. Although this also links directly to the topic of the stream. Although Games Workshop stuff is expensive, it is expensive. The value that an individual puts on Games Workshop is wildly different depending on the individual. Okay, so some people that don't collect 40k would look at the price of 40k and go, "That's a fucking rip-off." And some people who love 40k and that's all they do as their hobby and their wind down will go, "I actually think it's great value for money." And there's no right answer necessarily because it's a subjective thing. But if I had all my stuff go up in flames, it's not the monetary value, honestly, that really would concern me. It would concern me, but that wouldn't be my biggest problem. That wouldn't be my biggest heartache with that particular scenario. It would be a part of the heartache because it is money up in smoke, essentially. But the biggest thing for me would be like all that time and effort and passion and love that I'd put into those projects, those things. And that's now that time, effort, love. You can't put a value on that. That's gone. And that's why when I heard about it, I was like, right, okay, what can we do? What can we do? So, maybe not a no was a great. Joe had to actually cast magic wand spells to do his powers.
I did log on and I saw Joe.
And there
what was he using as his wand?
I found a little purple like measuring stick that SN gave me ages ago. And some of his he took it upon himself, this part, this wasn't me. He took it upon himself to make sure that every single spell he did was different to the last one. And that was a problem for him because of other rules that I'd introduced. So he had to create double the number of spells. And some of the things that he came out with were just gold.
I think you boys were in a silly mood last night.
We did get a little bit of a deeper look into Joe's soul last night. And I think a lot of us learned that it's a dark place, Joe's soul. We have a GoFundMe for him if you want the link. Is WhatsApp working on my computer now because it was broken yesterday?
Ozzy's put, my painting is so shoddy, I've considered setting the fire myself.
Is my WhatsApp button broken on my stream deck? Ugh.
I thought that was funny, Ozzy. Do you want me to read it again?
No, I heard it.
Okay.
I heard it. John, can you send it to me on Facebook, mate? The link, because you can't post it in chat because I'm the only person that can post links in chat. If you can ping it to me on Facebook, I can get the message now and I can post the link. No one has to do this because I'd rather have an Eldar army. Just saying. But I'll if he gives me the link on Facebook, I'll post the GoFundMe link in chat. This is to replace his Warhammer, essentially, right? Warmaster Will says, my last year I took Krieg, it was £1.98 per point.
So
It's a £2 a point. So if he had 20,000 points of his Krieg, it would be £40,000.
okay. But no. Okay. Yeah, I get it.
Can you bamboozle Joe even more than that? I think if Joe finds out that he's playing in the next chat plays, there's a strong possibility he just quits. Discord would also work, John. That was fine. I will close down my facefuck now in case it starts pinging again. Discord will also work, mate. It's not on Facebook, it's for chavs. I have a business to run that involves social media. I'm afraid I have to be on all the things. On all of the things.
I might have to go.
Have you sent it to me? No, not yet. You haven't. Okay, you're gonna have to. Who's gonna have to go?
I might have to go.
Oh,
'Cause I'm so tired.
just takes a night off.
If it's all right, yeah. Can I do that? I mean, it is called Liam Dempsey,
You've
so
only
you
got-
don't need me.
You've made it about you. You've only got 43 minutes to go. Quite
Oh, I
honestly,
can't do it. I can't do
just
it.
lazy.
Joe is a treasure. I feckin' love Joe.
Joe is a treasure. He's an absolute treasure. He plays Ultramarines. Like I said, he plays Ultramarines in tomorrow's members-only game. Only 9 of you people became members tonight to watch tomorrow's members-only game. It's worth it. It's interesting. And he's also one of the most fun people to play. I love him to bits. To be fair, our team in general is incredible. Brom's amazing. He's a good sport. Chris is incredible. Paddy's incredible. We're just very lucky. We're just very lucky. Oh, message requests. It's not that.
Shut
John,
up,
are you fucking
Hasbro.
sending me this thing or what?
Part-timer.
Asbo, what she said.
He's called me a part-timer.
I mean, he's right. It's 43 minutes. Although it's probably more because you know me.
Exactly. This is it. I can't. I need.
What
to...
this means, chat, is if you all keep saying good night to Loose, what this means is there'll be no loose fact.
You can do a loose fact.
It's not a loose fact, then, is it?
Just do a birdie fact.
It's not
today.
a loose fact, then, is it?
Just do a bloody fact, please. Just the. All right. The fact is, it was cold today and we're tired. Good night. Done.
Sent it.
Fact.
Sent it. Oh, I've got accepted DM from you now and pretend that I know you. Warhammer 40k House Fire Recovery. Say it as it is. Paste. Oh, if I pin it, it's going to get rid of my merchandise. I'm trying to get everyone to... Oh, fuck it. It's worth it. There you go, chat. I've replaced my pinned merchandise.
Let Loose go to bed. Night, night,
No.
Loose.
Don't talk too much. We may hear you on streams, says Schooner.
I don't have no shame. I don't care if you hear me snore. I know this chat is full of honest-to-God gentlemen, and they would never out me as a snorasaurus, even if they heard me. So
Just don't turn your alarm on. Stay out till the end of the stream and just don't turn your alarm on in the
no,
morning.
it's not about the alarm. It's about lasting till stream. I can't do it. I can't do it.
Look, you
too
always
tired.
complain at me about lasting. Now it's your turn.
Shut the fuck up. I'm so tired. I could cry. I'm so tired.
You heard this? Have you heard what she just said to me? Shocking. Someone said, how do you become a member?
Loose, my trick to stay awake on mission is snort Gand sanitizer.
GAN sanitizer.
Snort gan. Oh, hand sanitizer.
Someone just asked, how do you become a member? Exclamation mark member in chat if you want a link to become a member yourself, and you can come and join us in the Great Hall with various different tiers. Or someone out there will gift a membership at some point, and you might get lucky. And some people give 5, and some people give 10, and some people are just absolute legends and gift even more. So tonight's we aim at 100. If we did 100 a stream, I'd be giving away £100 every time we did a stream. So we aim at 100 tonight. We're only on 9. Yes, he made the joke. Procrastinator says Snorosaurus joins my lexicon. Thank you, Lise.
What's a lexicon?
Like a dictionary of words, kind of like a library of words, I guess. I was thinking that in my head. I'm waiting for the keyboard beep as she face plants it.
I will. I'm trying to think of a time I've been the same amount of tired, and I think it was newborn jibber jabber tired.
I don't think you're that tired right now.
And I
She's
remember
playing on it a lot.
I remember talking to Brom about something, and him actually, you know, when you are a bit drunk and you see two of one person, they kind of move around in your vision. That genuinely happened. And I remember seeing Brom smile at me and me going, oh no, he's going to reach out and be like, let me hold the baby loose because I think you might actually fall over in a minute. Give me the baby.
You're not that tired. Thank you, Essen, for gifting a membership. You missed, though. A nice try out of Snipe, but you missed. But thank you for gifting. You're a hero. I love you dearly. That puts us on 10 tonight. Just 90 to go, but you've got 40 minutes.
I think it's the heat, because when you're cold and all you are is cold and you're going to be cold for the foreseeable, you just crack on. It's when you get in a warm car.
Yeah.
And then the heat, and then you kind of go, oh,
Imagine
wow.
being the person driving that car.
I know. I stayed awake. I bought
didn't.
These rank cheese straw things in the gift shop because it's just fuel.
They were disgusting, by the way. You gave me one of those in the car. They were fucking vile things.
Well,
Someone slapped burnt cheese and old bread. Is what's happened there.
Yes, but I had to buy them for 50p because once upon a time they were over £2, and I thought, well, these must taste nice. This is how the other half live, buying cheese straws that are over £2, but they're 50p. Mwahaha! I get to live like the other half for the price of 50p. And they were shit.
As I says, loose fact: Snorosaurus snores at 99 decibels.
Probably do. I probably do. But you're a good man, Liam, and you never bring it up that often.
I've never said it. I've never recorded it.
It's what you don't say.
It's what's up
Do
here.
you remember our friend that recorded his wife snoring?
It's what's up here that's important. You know the potential.
Currently 3 degrees in York with wind chill, and I'm sat outside with pints. Hashtag should have been northern.
What?
What?
Why are you sat outside with pints?
3 degrees in York. When I was walking around York in December, it was -1. And I wasn't that tired.
Worldy Orc says, Liam, are you expecting GW to ever do anything sensible? The thing that frustrates me the most, Worldy Orcs, if I'm honest with you, the thing that really gets to me is they do lots of sensible things. This is the problem with the company. Life is like this in general, right? Life is like this with everything. You have people do good things and people do bad things. People do sensible things and people do stupid things. People perform well, people perform badly. People do things they should be proud of, people do things they should be ashamed of, right? And often a person can do multiples of the things I've just mentioned. Now, unfortunately, if you do one bad deed, you can do 5 good deeds and it won't necessarily outshine the one bad deed that you've done. Conversely, if you do 5 good deeds and you then do one bad deed, that's the thing that people remember you for. They don't remember you necessarily for your successes, and they don't remember you for all the good things you do. Okay? I've been making content full-time for over a year now. Loads of streams, loads of fun. I'd like to think lots of entertainment. I mean, last night hopefully is case in point. I like to think that we do a good job of trying to entertain people. If I did something horrific on a stream tomorrow, spoiler, I'm not streaming tomorrow, so this isn't possible, but if I said something terrible, if I said something that genuinely was in fact worthy of cancellation, that is then the thing that everybody would remember me for. Okay? That's just a fact. I know it's true. So I know that that's the case, right? That happens with multiple famous people. One terrible tweet, one terrible comment in social media, one terrible interview, and that's the thing that people will remember them for. Okay? It's always been the case. People will remember you for bad. So GW, I actually think, do lots of sensible things. I think on the whole, they do quite well. I mean, let's face it, they're an incredibly successful company. If everything they did was stupid and everything they did was ridiculous all of the time, they wouldn't be a successful company. Like I've said to you, I love GW so much, in fact, that I have been frequently accused of being a shill. That's just been a thing that I've been frequently accused of. I mean, people that have often used that word don't fully understand what the word shill means, but I have in fact been called a shill in the past because I am so pro GW. Some of the models that they've released over previous years have been incredible. Some of the upgrades they've done are incredible. The whole guard release range is amazing. I'm not a massive fan of the Rough Rider heads, but that aside, the whole model range, that's a personal preference. The model range has been good. The Codex was good. The World Eaters Codex was good on the whole. Like I said, I was wrong about that one. The models that they have updated for World Eaters are all stunning kits. I don't have a criticism about any of the kits they've released for World Eaters. They do lots and lots of good things. They do loads of good things. And then they do something like this. And this is where I'm like, how did this get through the quality control at GWHQ? How did this get to a point where someone allowed this to go out as an idea and a product that they could sell? When someone went, hey, I've got this idea, right? You're going to love this. So we're moving the whole of Heresy to plastic, and we're going to go. We've been doing 60 weapons in a special weapon box and 30 weapons in a heavy weapon box, and all the Marines are going plastic, and everything's going plastic, and we're giving people massive upgrade boxes. And the boss goes, yeah, okay, we've been doing that. It's been the thing we've been doing. And then the other guy goes, well, here's my idea, right? They won't expect this, which is why it will sell millions. We won't do a big upgrade box. So despite the fact that you can buy boxes of Space Marines in boxes of 20, we won't do a 20-person upgrade box. We won't give you one box to upgrade all of your 20 Marines. Well, how many can they upgrade in a box then? Just 5. Just 25% of the box. And the boss going, yeah, okay, yeah. And what we should also do, just because fuck it, we haven't thrown them a curveball for a while, is we'll make it resin. Why would we make it resin? Well, we're Forge World. We've been making stuff out of resin for ages. Yeah, but all the new Heresy stuff is plastic. Yeah, but we should be doing resin, really. How did the boss not go, you're fired, you fucking idiot? What are you thinking? How did the boss go, it's a great idea, go for it, push that project forward? It doesn't make any sense. And they've done so many good things, so many beautiful kits, so many great models, so many good upgrades. So moving in a good, like the World Eaters Codex, a wild World Eaters, right? A wild change from all the codex we've seen so far. Arguably a peek into what's to come. If that is the case, a good change. Boarding actions, a good change. Although I will say, boarding actions. So for reference, we're doing a day of boarding actions next Thursday. We're filming pre-recorded for YouTube. We're filming pre-recorded for DZ, and we're streaming boarding actions next Thursday. So if you are enjoying boarding actions content, if you like boarding actions, more of that to come on Thursday. And we're going to be using the new Arcs of Omen Angron book that has been out for a little while now, but we haven't touched it for a while because we've been enjoying full size 40k. Boarding actions was a great idea. Book 1 was fantastic. Book 2 came out. I opened Book 2. I was so excited for Book 2 with boarding actions because Book 1 was so good. I opened Book 2 and saw pages upon pages of stratagems and went, oh, for fuck's sake. All the positive feedback we gave them about Book 1 was, it's so nice that it's just core stratagems and it's stripped right back. And then they went and fucked it. How did the boss go, yeah, that's a great idea, money bags? Ben, you're probably right. Unless no one buys it. Who's going to buy that box? Who in chat is going, yeah, I might buy that upgrade box?
I've always said, GW might be expensive and do dumb decisions, but at the very least they make their models in the UK instead of some overseas sweatshop.
Well, yeah, apart from their books, which is made overseas in some overseas sweatshop. And probably all of their clothing merch. Who is honestly actually going to buy that box? Let's be honest. Right? If their plastic production slammed, they have the capability to produce resin and people have asked for it. Maybe this is the only choice.
Loose. You asleep?
No, not yet. Reading about the fact that we're going to get snow next week.
She looks at me. Right. We're
going to get snow next week.
We're going to, apparently, according to the news down here on the south coast of England, where we haven't seen snow for I don't know how many years, we're going to get snow every fucking week in the winter. That's what it always says.
Let me go on to the...
How? Okay. I'm aware that there's a cost in setting these things up. I'm not aware as to what that cost is. So I'm going to say something now, right, that could be complete bollocks because I might be way off the mark. But how has no one at Games Workshop HQ, considering how much money they've made over the last 5 to 10 years, how has no one gone, do you not probably be a worthy investment, shutting Forge World down and then increasing our plastic production capability? For me, that's where they should be going. Forge World should, this is my honest opinion, Forge World should cease to be. Get rid of it. Get rid of resin altogether.
I have a question.
Yes.
If Andover gets snow, would we get snow? Are we close enough?
We were there today.
Yeah, but that was like a 45-minute drive. Is that close enough for...
That's close enough that they could get it and we might not.
Oh, okay.
Why?
That's just where apparently my GPS says that we are, which isn't. It's not right. So sorry, there'll be no snow. So sorry.
Cool. Right. Well,
Anyway.
thanks for the interrupt. Maybe you should go to bed.
Shall I go to bed?
No, you've got half an hour.
Oh, for God's sake.
You can't knock off early or dock your pay.
This is abusive, is what this is.
No, it's called working hours. All right?
Not.
Yes, it is. Working hours. It's as simple as that. I'll fly to Florida and dangle my sack over a river before I buy that assault set. Fair, Aussie. Last week on the West Coast, we got snow. Out where I live in Oregon, we got 2 feet in a day. Oh, my.
Wow.
That's a lot of snow. There
2
was...
feet in a day.
Titans was saying... I was speaking to Titans the other day, and they were saying they got snow out there as well. In California.
Is that normal?
I don't know. I don't think it is where they got it, but I'm not sure. Does assault flow for the new upgrade kit? Yes, assault. It's a stupid fuck it. It should never have been in production. They should never have come up with this idea. It's a stupid idea, and they shouldn't do it. It's stupid. They should just wait till they can make plastic ones and stop being so stupid. Darren Holmes, welcome to the channel as a scold tier. That puts us on 11. 89 members to go, and I'll let Luce go to bed.
Just don't do it, chat. He's a liar.
I'm not a liar. I would stick to my word.
About me going to bed?
If they hit 89 more members, I would have to give them £100 and you would get to go to bed.
But I get to go to bed at 11 anyway, so don't do it, chat.
Well, if they did it in the next 10 minutes, you'd get to go to bed at 20 to 11.
Inputting FW workers' kids through collage.
I'm putting Forge workers' kids through college. Are you though? Because everything we've ever heard says that they don't typically pay a lot of money to their workers. Pras Kadash, welcome to the channel. That's 12, Luce. You've only got 88 to go. Sigh! Thank you, mate. Welcome to the channel. Exclamation mark Discord. Come and join us in the Great Hall. Make sure you check out all of our members-only content. You absolute hero.
Yes, Aussie, I agree.
What's he said?
You're
Oh,
right.
no, hang on. No.
I'm agreeing.
No. It has to come through yet. Parts of Southern California here got snow for the first time in nearly 100 years. There you go. Ooh. Even in SoCal.
Unsociable hours. Does Luce get time and a half?
Yes.
Do I?
Yes.
Do I?
Yes.
Do I?
Uh-huh.
In money?
Yep.
English money?
Yep.
That I can spend?
Yep.
That I have access to?
Uh-huh.
Lies.
Yep.
Lies.
Yep.
If you say something like, you get paid in cuddles, then keep it. I just want to go to bed.
I can just say you get paid time and a half. You don't know what your hourly rate is.
You horrible, horrible person.
In fact, I would go as far as to say you're probably overpaid.
Shut up. From what I put up with, there's no way you can
You're
overpay
probably
me.
paid too much,
Shut
to be honest
up.
with you.
No, I'm not.
Dats and Deads gives the membership, puts us on 13. Only 87 to go, chat. Right. Only 87. I'm just gonna sit here and wait now till they put you to bed. Till chat put you to bed and tuck you in.
I can tuck myself in, it's fine.
No. You've asked them to help you.
No, I've said
They'll help
don't
you.
help. Don't do it.
Who will go first? Loose to bed or me winning £100 giveaway? Kaz, I think we all know the answer to that one, mate.
Yeah.
I think we all know the answer
I'll
to
see you
that
in the
one.
morning, Cass. It's
Papa's
not gonna be.
1.5 times nothing. 0 times time and a half is 0. This is totally weird. Chat's savage tonight. Back to a previous conversation. Got to
Yeah.
negotiate those rates, Lise. Overpaid for sitting in a corner naked.
What? Why
Wow.
are you talking about yourself here, Carl?
Yeah, yeah. Why are you sat in a corner naked watching the
This
stream?
is a family show.
Just got home after a long day. What did I miss? Loads. Now you have to watch the whole thing again. This beer's quite nice, actually.
Is it?
It's all right, yeah. It's not the best I've ever had, but I'd have it again. Probably not at its price, but it's quite nice. It's all right.
Well, the price was only a little bit high.
It was only a little bit high, yeah. Hashtag loose strike.
So-
Don't give her ideas, chat. Don't you give her ideas as to what she should be doing right now. Because it's a pretty sweet deal having to live with me.
The sweetest. The sweetest. 25 minutes to go.
Or
I'm just counting the minutes.
25 minutes to go, or 87 members.
Don't do it, chat. I'm
What's
going
the
to
beer?
bed at 11 anyway.
The beer is a Hawkstone Lager. Yeah, that Hawkstone Lager, as seen on the Amazon documentary Clarkson's Farm.
Bloody love that show.
Building my Costos at the moment says Big Ron. Hashtag Union says Christopher. That's how I wind down on a Friday. Pants around ankles, Liam ranting. Yeah. And a very sore cock. Lucy's making me laugh, says Big Ron. Wait, everyone's not naked, says Ozzy. I mean, bottom half down. If it wasn't for YouTube, otherwise it'd be the whole lot. Bottom half down. I always sit here, bottom half down naked for streams. It's just easier that way.
Yeah.
Starting our own channel, says Iron Legend. Strike, 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 strike. How are we supposed to strum one off if we're not naked in the corner? Exactly.
Oh, God.
Joe and Luke's holding a picket strike. No, Joe knows where his bread's
We will
buttered.
hold a picket strike.
Joe knows where his bread's buttered.
I think me and Joe, it's only a matter of time before Joe gets pushed to the same headspace I'm in. It's a matter of time.
Joe knows
That
where
man's
his bread
breakable.
is
I'm
buttered.
sure of it. We will be
He
holding
knows.
a picket line.
Complain to the boss, aka Winters. Oh God, no, he won't care either. For Great Hall Gathering quiz, will we be building Team Cumbria Mad Lads? Who is in? I mean, probably you and Dave, Cass. I imagine any lager Clarkson had a hand in would taste like Werther's Originals that have gone off. It's actually quite nice. I don't think he actually had a hand in making it, apart from producing the hops, though, to be fair. I think he just gave it to the brewery and said, make it. It's a bit too cold for poo bearing it today. Oh. Yeah.
I must be really tired because I don't.
It has been a cold day, to be fair. I must be the only person not to watch Clarkson's Farm.
Oh my God, Ozzy!
It's actually a pretty good show, to be fair. I want to see Ecstatic Joe. Sad Joe is sad. Sad Joe's always sad. Although he has given me permission to make Sad Joe t-shirts.
No, don't.
So I am going to take the Sad Joe face and just put it on a
It may
t-shirt.
not snow, Liam, but be careful that ice looks thin.
Oh, I like that, Kev. I like that one.
So I think if we made premium t-shirts with just Sad Joe's face on it, that shit sells to everybody, not just 40k
No,
players.
don't do that. That's really weird. Don't do that.
He said it's fine.
It's not even a flattering photo of
That's the
him.
point. If it's a flattering
No.
photo, look, if you only ever worry about taking good photos, you just end up looking like fucking Vanguard Tactics. There's no, like...
Then don't take a photo.
Having his sad, depressed face on a t-shirt is hilarious.
No. No. Mm-mm.
Who wants Sad Joe t-shirts,
No.
chat? Just put a yes in chat now if you want Sad Joe t-shirts. Let's watch it rack up and see how wrong Luce is.
Right, Rambo, I can't even think about breakfast right now. I'm so fucking tired. Rambo's trying to help me to eat breakfast because I'm really struggling with eating breakfast.
I mean,
I honestly can't even. I don't need your judging eyes on me today, Rambo.
the whole
I'm so
personal training
tired.
thing in this house has just gone out the fucking window, Rambo, in this house. I've been so stressed in the last month and a half. It's
Yeah.
just not... I've been comfort eating. It's been great.
We've been stress coffee drinking.
Stress coffee drinking and comfort eating. It's been great. It's been incredible. I'm going to continue to do it forever. It makes me happy. Okay. Doing exercise doesn't make me happy.
Exercise will kill you.
Oh, so everyone wants a Sad Joe t-shirt, look.
It's a death trap.
Dancing
No.
Joe t-shirt. Yes. Yeah, we should do that. I wish you could get moving images on a t-shirt. That'd be great.
You can. Is it sort of like that holographic?
Is it-
It
we
makes a sound when you scratch it.
Dave wants a Wibbly Jibbler t-shirt. We could do that too. I was going to get a cartoon basilisk and just say everyone loves a long dong on there, right?
No.
You're tired. Don't even come at me with that, woman. I mean, Rambo top trumps you here.
Yeah, all right.
How is Rambambino?
Yeah, Rambino.
Yeah, how is he doing?
I saw a picture of him. He is very scrummy.
Is he?
Yeah.
Mam Liam t-shirt. What do you mean Mam Liam t-shirt? What's oh, mad. Okay.
Actually, what a dick. I've just been moaning at a brand new dad how tired I am. Such a dick.
I didn't want to say.
Oh my God,
That's
I'm
the
that
reason.
person.
That is the reason why the memberships aren't coming through.
Oh, I'm so sorry,
I said to
Rambo.
chat they could just give 87 more memberships and you can go to bed. And they've gone, no.
She needs to learn.
She needs to learn. Rambo's in chat and she's complaining about being tired.
Very sorry, Rambo.
And he has a 4-week-old?
3?
3-week-old?
I think 3.
I'm sure he'll correct me.
I'm gonna go with 3.
I think it's a 3-week-old, yeah. There we go. See?
Sad Joe Tighty Whities.
That's going to sell. Just normal white pants with Sad Joe over the package.
Not the long dong thing?
I mean, no.
Okay.
Definitely a Sad Joe. because that's how she'll look when you drop the tighty whities. Miss the t-shirt. Yeah, absolutely. We should do stuff like that. Oh, Meg's in chat. Hey, Meg. I have a 4-month-old in my arms. She won't sleep, says Darren Holmes. Ooh. Is it yours? That might be why she won't sleep. More of a thought than Joe's face on a cod piece. Should be a laugh. Oh, Cass is building his Great Hall Gathering quiz team in chat right now. Good man. I'm looking forward to that, actually. ! GHG if you want to come join us. It's going to be good. Are there any non-members left? It feels like everyone here has been claimed. No, there's grey names. Soldier of Nerdism is a grey name, although I don't think you can get a membership. There's a few people in.
Ben's got an idea for your tidy whities. I think add some off-white stains.
Joseph is a grey name. Ave Dominus Knox is a grey name. Adamus Collins is a grey name. There you go. There's loads of grey names in the chat. There's plenty of people. If the 87 were to come rolling in right now, I'm actually not suggesting that you do it. But if it was to happen, I promise you they would all go. YouTube massively fixed the issue with it not giving out the memberships people were paying for, and it fixed it hard the other way. We've never had a membership not claimed since, as far as I'm aware. I just have a teenager still stressful. I mean, we've got 5 and 10. They're stressful enough.
Well, 10-year-old's pretty chill.
He's incredible. But at times he can still have a bit of an attitude on him.
Jury's out on the 5-year-old.
Yeah, I mean, well, there you go. The Wizard MF, not a member, told you. There's loads. The Celtic Raiders are coming for the quiz. If you want to, Dave. Oh, here we go. They're having their own chat now. Notably no longer grey, says Mimo Man. Thanks. Yeah, good man. You're a hero. Thanks for this stream. It's been cathartic for my breaking of my release rage, Cherry. It's just stupid, Ozzy, right? Like, I've always said this as well. I've always said this, right? I'm a Games Workshop fan, and I want them to be the best business they possibly can be. But I cannot justify this and what they're doing. And I've always said that if they do something shitty, I will call them on it. I also am very, very aware that GW watch my streams, because I've had conversations about certain things I've said in certain streams with them. And they've always said to me as well, if you have a justified point, if you feel like you're adding it with evidence and backing it up with reason, and you're suggesting how we could do it better, you can be negative. It's not something we're ever going to cancel you for in terms of my relationship with GW. So, can't get gifted on iPad? Really? Well, fucking open your phone up then, you lazy shit.
I think Kit needs to go and sit in the corner.
I feel like I made the right choice staying single. More hobby money than sleep. I think Kit can sit in any corner he wants.
Yeah, go sit in the corner,
because it won't be full of baby toys or knitting or...
Actually, no, Kit, don't go and sit in a quiet corner.
Yeah.
You come over into someone's house with a non-sleeping baby.
Do you know the one thing that Kit has that we don't all have? A quiet fucking corner. Right? Lucky Kit. Big shout out to Skippy. What the fuck? It doesn't show me the whole of his name. Skippy the Magnificent. 5 gifted memberships. Puts us on 18. You're a hero.
Here we go.
82 to go.
Here's Asbo's roll call. So the children he has is 22, 18, 16, 13, 12, 11, 8 and 1. No, those are not the lottery numbers.
Yeah.
They are his children's ages.
Someone in chat just went, bingo.
Schooner, Jesus, you got a day job, Asbo.
Yeah, he's in organ sales.
Stop it. No one plays them anymore.
Get a dog instead of kids. We've got both.
Yeah.
The dog's definitely more reliable. I've been gifted an iPad before. Can't afford.
And you can legitimately put the dog in a cage.
Ozzy says, I've been gifted an iPad before. Can't afford Winters anymore. I mean, you made the right choice by keeping this one, mate. I'm just saying. Right? 10-year-olds are the calm before the storm. Wait until the teenage years. No, Kai. No.
No.
Luce has warned him already that from now on, he's going to have a happy unbirthday.
Yeah.
Instead of going up a year, he'll go back a year. Yeah.
We're refusing the teenage years.
Mandy says, it's not about being single, it's about not having kids. My husband and I are both in the hobby, and no kids. Definitely more money for the plastic crack.
Right.
And for torturing Joe and Paddy, Mandy. Don't forget that part.
You go into the corner with Kit, Mandy.
Yeah, they both got a quiet corner, so they can do that. Yeah. Single still currently keeping a 3-month-old puppy from trying to constantly kill himself. Well, let it. Survival of the fittest. Christ, I suppose, do you love Bongo much? That's I saw it, Cass, before you deleted it. I saw it.
Someone buy Asbo a TV for God's sake.
Enjoying listening to well-painted Iron Warriors, says Adam S. Collins. Oh, I'm glad you're enjoying it, man. I'm glad you're enjoying it. Matt Baker, where do you play Warhammer in Arizona? So now they're just having their little personal chat again. Don't worry about me, chat. I'll just sit here. You talk amongst yourselves.
Oh, Dave's got a joke for me.
I'll go.
At dinner, my Bella told her sister, "Your mama's so fat she walked past the TV and she missed 4 seasons of The Walking Dead." Yep, in front of the wife.
Amazing. Got a sausage dog. He's chill apart from the Codex incident. Kyle had a brand new Codex turn up that he hadn't read yet.
Yeah.
And the dog got to it before he did. And then he couldn't read the Codex anymore.
Did he have to wait 6 to 8 hours to piece it back together again?
I don't think that's I'm not. Yeah.
Incognito says there's snow in Death Valley.
What? Death Valley is like one of the hottest places on the earth.
So with it being really hot during the day, would it then go very, very cold during the night, so snow might be possible?
I mean, it wasn't cold in the evening when I was out there.
Okay.
Afghan was cold in the night in the winter.
And it snowed?
It did in places. I didn't see much in the way. I did 2 winter tours over Christmases out there, and I don't think I ever really saw snow. The summer tour, its summer evenings are like fucking UK summers. It's not. It doesn't get.
Nope.
It doesn't get that cold. When I was in Arizona, we were in Arizona for the start of the summer, and the evenings for us English folk anyway, the evenings were pretty toasty warm.
No.
You'd finish your 24-hour shift, get your head down for a few hours, get up, get your trapping gear on, ready to go out on the pool, and then.
Sorry, when were you in Arizona?
When we were engaged.
So why would you be out on the pool?
And then you have a shower, get all your gear on. You're out the front door.
See how we just glazed over that chat.
Well, did you see Lee's comment? One and done, glaze the wife like a donut. Brilliant. You can't see her face, Lee, but it's a picture. You would walk out the front door, and because we were in the UK, what you would do is you would go out at like in the UK. So the UK and America is very different, right? So in this country, typically a squad is anyway. We'd go out like 7 o'clock, 8 o'clock at night. And you'd start early. We would go out to bars here, basically sober, and get started. What we didn't know at the time was in that area in Arizona, they'd all sit in their back gardens drinking beer in swimming pools until the temperature came right down at like 10:30, 11 o'clock at night. Then they go out to nightclubs and stuff. So we'd be rocking. Like we rocked up to this nightclub at like 8 o'clock at night, thinking it's gonna be quiet, but it'll be fine. Walked in there to start, and we were like, we'll grab a burger as well. And there's fucking American like country line dancing going on. We were told this is a nightclub.
When in Rome.
Like, they're all Stetsons, and they're all like, I was like, this is fucking not real. This is like movie shit. And then eventually it started to get busy as we realised that everyone had cold, like cool drinks in pools and stayed relatively chilled. Because what you would do is you get your shower, you get your gear on, walk from the block to the front gate to get the taxi, and by the time you got to the front gate, piss wet through. Like you could have gone down a slip and slide. It was horrendous. It was honestly really, really bad. Snow is the one thing. California is getting 10 plus inches, not flurries. Oh my, that's quite a lot. Helmand was wet and cold, but only because summer is 40 plus degrees, so 15 feels freezing. That was the other weird part, yeah. It goes down to like 12 degrees or whatever, and you feel fucking cold, but it's actually not that cold. It's just the daytime's like 40 degrees Celsius. So then the discrepancy between daytime and nighttime is a 20 to 25 degree drop. It then feels cold, despite the fact it's not actually that cold.
Yeah, you've acclimatized.
Yeah. Only sand deserts get like that because it doesn't hold heat. Do you have a toilet schedule? What?
Liam, keep chatting. You are still dead.
Liam had his welcome to the Southwest moment. Yeah. It's a morning scramble. Oh, they're talking about Asbo's toilet routine because he's got 55 kids.
Yeah, actually, how many bathrooms do you have?
If it's one,
yeah.
How are you living?
Yeah, I think I'd build an outhouse just to be like, you can all do your morning
ablutions
out there.
I knew you were going to say ablutions.
I need the shower. Get out.
Yeah.
Can I go yet?
You've got 9 minutes or 82 members.
Right, chat. I don't normally ask you for a favour. I'm the one that never asks you for a favour. Liam is always asking you for favours. But please, for the love of God, can you all just go to bed so there's no reason for him to stream so I can go to bed?
There's 276 concurrent viewers. If each person just gifted one membership.
I tell you what, just each person just go and just do something. Go and do something. Good night. Love you all. Bye-bye. You can go now. 9 minutes. Honestly, nothing happens in the last 9 minutes.
Mandy said, I thought he said on the pole, like being a stripper. Your imagination, Mandy, honestly.
Imagine you on a pole.
I thought I was the crazy one with 5 sons. Like, if every single person, if all 280 people gave one membership, you'd have been in bed already. I'm just saying.
5 sons. Oh.
That's the 5-a-side football team. Tony did it. He came in there with 1. Only 81 to go. They should be fine. Mandy, my granddad lived on government camp on MT Hood. Loved Oregon. There's a lot of Oregon going on lately. The guy who won the giveaway was from Oregon.
Okay, one person's gone to bed.
Is it?
Thank you for listening.
Well, they haven't because they've chatted.
Oh, fuck off. Now 2 more have come on. That's not... I never ask you for anything.
Well, I've got the giveaway bot open. Welcome, just in case. So if you get it, I'll hit giveaway. Silver Crow gave 5. He's helping. Bobby gave 1. He's helping. Look at this now. Here we go. Just to get loose to bed. 24. You're nearly a quarter of the way there. Hey, it's your fault for pronouncing things like all British like. Beg your pardon.
What? All British like?
All British like. You keep pronouncing things all British like.
Oi, love.
Shine your shoes, governor. Right.
I tried to read the boys a storybook in the bath. And I started off in a pirate accent because the book was called Here Be Monsters. And I turned into like this weird Irish accent. And even James was like, Mum, that's not. Just stop now, Mum. Just read it normally. Don't worry about it. It's like, thank you, James.
They got you to 30, Luce. They got you to 30 members. Big thank you, Nordic Gaming, Bobby Hopper, and Silver Crow. You guys are all amazing. I'm joking, by the way. It's literally 7 minutes and she can go to bed anyway. So.
I should have done it in my, like... Well, what a pirate accent, I think, is like a weird Dorset accent, I think.
If it's a pirate accent, surely it's just Johnny Depp.
I can't do a Johnny Depp.
He's the only true pirate, isn't he? Ultimately. Doombringer gifted another membership, but Pizza Bagels is a true champion. He chose to become a member all by himself. Mr. Sven gifted 5. They're trying for you, Luce.
Well, they're clearly not, because there's still 277 of them here.
Yeah,
I expressly asked them.
But they were on 9 members and they're on 37, so they are trying for you. I expressly asked them to fuck off and go to bed as well. Thanks for that.
Liz would hate 82 members smile.
Inner element, Russ. Inner element. I am a fan of the fact that your solution to going to bed early is just to tank my stream and tell everyone to go to bed.
Because then you don't need to stream because nobody's watching you. So then you'll go, all right, babe, let's go to bed.
But that's the problem, Luce, is people do watch me. It's not a Hellstorm stream.
I'm beginning to understand now why I'm always so fucking tired. Because you are exhausting.
It's not me. Fuck off. Durgrim Bloodbeard. What a name. He's gifted 5 as well. You're up to more.
Wait till you hear my Texas accent.
Oh, Bobby. Bobby, don't tell her that. She loves a Texas accent. Don't you? Do you remember old... Ryan's?
Yeah. Oh, man. His accent. I'm such a sucker for accents.
She loves the Texas accent, Bobby.
So, our owl trip today, the finance department had to call me back because they'd misspelt my email and she had a Newcastle accent. And I was in Morrison's going, I'm really sorry, but your lovely accent, there's E's and A's in my email address. And we're confusing each other when you read back my email address because your E's and A's sound very similar. I'm not quite sure you've got my email correct. And for about 10 minutes with this lovely Newcastle accent, I was saying, was that an E or an A that you said in my email address?
It's all the same vowel to people from Newcastle.
Yeah.
So there's 5 vowels, as we all know: A, E, I, O, U. And to a person in Newcastle, it's E, 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 U. Cornet says, Luce, I advocate for your retirement to bed, but I can't abandon the stream. Her skulls never quit the field while they are still remains. I love that dedication. Cornet Ed. And he is one of our newer Haskell tiers, which is fucking incredible. I love you, Ed.
One day, Ed, you'll need me, and I might not be there.
It's 3 p.m. in Oregon, and work is slow. Not leaving until kicked out. Good man. Thank you, gift. It's my birthday today, actually. Coincidence. MH just got gifted a membership. Stephen Adamson then came in and gifted another one, up to 43. Only 57 to go, or 4 minutes. Who will win? And if you do get the 57, there is also a £100 gifted voucher for one of you beautiful people. So, Adamus Collins now got himself a gifted membership. Look. Joseph's got himself.
4 minutes to go. 4 minutes.
It's 3 on my computer, but 4's fine. We'll do 4.
3. Oh yeah, it's just gone down to 3. 3 minutes.
Geordie sound like a Humpback Whales love song.
No, they don't.
Oh, don't, Bobby. I really want a proper Stetson.
What's an F250? Or an F250? What's that?
Well, if it's what I think it is, it's a pickup
motorbike.
truck.
Oh, okay.
If it's what I think it is. But I might be wrong.
I'll post a pic of me in my cowboy hat in front of my F250. LOL.
I'm very jealous. Y is also a vowel if there are no other vowels in the word. Is it though?
What?
Is it though? Is that this sometimes Y thing? It's a whole other stream, but I feel like we need to put a stop to this.
Sometimes Y thing.
What are the vowels? A O E I O U and sometimes Y. No. Not Y is a consonant. It's not a vowel. I've never watched Countdown. I mean, we probably could stop it there. But I've never watched Countdown. They've gone a consonant, please, Carol, and she's pulled out an X, and they've got a vowel, please, Carol, and she's pulled out a Y.
Did you have to think about that for a
I
minute?
did, yeah. I'm tired also, it seems.
For God's sake, don't tell Rambo you're tired. It's not funny.
I can top trump
like
him. We
a
have
dick.
2 children, Rambo. So yeah, fuck you. F250 is a truck that breaks down and sucks. It's Mandy D. Oh, it's getting personal in chat right now.
Sucks.
Mr. Svenholio says, can we summon a John McCardle mega donation? You've got to say his name 3 times and spin round.
No.
You've got.
Please,
that's the only way you can
go
do it.
to bed.
Say his name 3 times and spin round, and then you'll get. But Asbo came in with a big 5, which
2
puts
minutes
us
to go.
puts us on 48. So Asbo, thank you. 52 away. Why isn't a vowel? No, wrong, incorrect. Why is a vowel in Welsh? They're all vowels in Welsh, Yeston. Everything, all the letters. That's why you just put them all in random orders and call it a word. I'll post a pic of me in my prom dress in front of my bus stop. Says Asbo. I would pay for that picture. They fit the film. What film was just up the road from your hometown? I'm within, sleep without, says Adamus Collins. You're a legend. You're all legends, by the way. You're all beautiful human beings. What this does mean, because you haven't done the memberships chat, is you are going to get yourself a glorious loose fact. Aren't you?
Yeah.
Lehman Russ says no sleep for loose.
No, Lehman. No. Oh, Rick's saying his name.
3 times, and then you have to spin around naked. Have you spun around naked? Why is not a vowel? You're lying. Tell me why. Fuck off, Kaz.
For the greater good.
For the greater good. Just the one swan, actually. You'll notice my profile picture's a Mustang too, but I'm just jealous of Bobby's life right now. You want to swap? Do you want to trade places for a bit, Bobby? I'm okay with it.
Bobby might treat me nicely and let me go to bed early.
I don't think he would. He's got a Stetson and an F250 and a Mustang.
Has he got a Texan accent?
Yes.
Yeah, see, he'd treat me nicely.
He'll make you make dinner. Right. You beautiful people.
A cat has 32 muscles in each ear. That's why it can go.
They can't see that, but that's... I wish I had that as a GIF as well. That's incredible. I would copy it, but then it would be clipped.
No, don't.
So I'm not going to give them that. I'm not going to give you that. 8, how many muscles?
32.
In each ear?
In each ear, yeah. Didn't say how big the cat is.
No.
So it could be...
No. And let's face it, they don't need the muscles in their face because they never fucking smile, the evil shits.
Yes, they do. Aero was lovely. Air Bear was the best cat ever. Ever. And you said so when we had to put him down. So don't you dare take that
I
back.
am not going to
Best cat ever.
ever want a cat ever again.
Because Aero was just so good. I understand.
No,
It's a
'cause
hard act to follow.
Cats are cunts.
No, they're not. Aero was the best one.
Cats are horrible, horrible people.
Mm-mm.
Horrible people. Asbo upgraded to her skull. That's the right life choice. Welcome to the upper echelons. You're closing in on the super elite now.
Dave B. Cats have 100 muscles in being.
He's right. He's right, though. No one likes cats. Everyone goes, I like big cats. I like lions and tigers.
Y is Y, a vowel sometimes, while YY is a consonant. It's not constant at all. Why?
How tired am I? What's this happened?
So, everyone who says they like cats, they always say, I like big cats. And what they're saying at that point is they like things like lions and tigers. And what they're then saying in that is, I would rather have a cat that would fucking eat me than one of those little shitty domestic things that will just scratch me, piss up my curtains, pull my sofa apart, and shit in the corner of the house.
But they bring you things.
Like dead mice.
Yeah, it's a gift. And pigeons that are kind of like stunned, not quite dead, and then they spring into life when they're
And
being
then what they
dumped in
do
your shoe.
every now and again is they wait till about 2 to 3 in the morning until they sing the song of their people and they go rawr, 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 and the next thing they hack up cat vomit everywhere.
Or you get battered in the face.
Yeah.
Oh,
Or
Tosca's
I had
brilliant.
a high five to my forehead as she tried to tattoo something in between the
Maybe
creases.
you had a mosquito on your face. Maybe that was it.
This is not it. Right, you beautiful people. That is the end of our 40k After Dark. You don't have to walk cats and pick up turds. I would rather pick up dog shit without a bag or gloves than own a cat again. Quite frankly. That's just at least my dog shit's outside, just do it in the house. So your house constantly smells like a fucking farm. Anyway, right, we're done, team, okay? I had my giveaway bot on. There was 47 eligible users for the giveaway so far, but you didn't hit the target. What can I say? It's now 3 minutes past 10, so now it is in fact past Lucy's bedtime.
Yeah.
I can't read that out, Silver Crow, can I? Because if that gets clipped and put out there in the wrong way, I end up in trouble.
No, why would you end up in trouble for that?
I always used to appreciate the vomit announcement from our cat. If you were quick, you could put some paper towels under her first. No. Fucking honestly. Unbelievable. Left pics and stream gallery for Lise. Mods, just delete cat pictures. You don't want cat pictures.
It was always fun when they get the zoomies at about 2 in the morning. When they just, out of nowhere, go scatty, climb the walls, use the banister as like a parkour piece of equipment.
I have to wait
Great
now.
fun.
There's a couple of super chats being teed up. So now they're keeping you here. Because now we have to wait for Amy to read out these super chats.
Everyone here is legend. I love this channel.
Thank you, Bobby. We love you too. We love all of you, actually. You're all amazing. You're all incredible people. Thank you so much. Thank you so much for coming and hang out with us tonight. Like, genuinely, right?
You hate cats, that's it. Where's the unsub button?
Will, that's a flat lie. You and I both know that's a flat lie. You and I both know that you are here for good. You're in it for the long haul. So in all seriousness, thank you so much for hanging out with us tonight on the 40k After Dark show yet again. You people are incredible. Numbers are amazing at the moment for the channel. I'm super pleased with where this is going. This year's been big already. This year's growing. We're seeing some growth, which we didn't see loads of last year. So thank you so much for all the support. I'm glad you're enjoying the streams. We've had a load of incredible comments from people about some of the content lately. I really, really, really appreciate it. If you're still enjoying the streams, please don't be afraid to hit the like button and to go into the comments after the stream and put comments in there. Mention your favorite bit. Put a comment down about the stream. Give us your thoughts on the topic. Whatever it is you want to do, I don't mind. But it really helps the engagement. It helps the algorithm gods. And if you've got people that are into 40k that start watching YouTube, tell them about us. We're trying to grow the sub numbers as well on the channel. So please keep sharing this stuff around, talking about us on social media. It's amazing. I'm super proud. The lads are incredible. Brom, Paddy, and Joe are our main three, are amazing. Eddie and Chris and the Fringes are incredible. Of course, Luce is also phenomenal. We really appreciate all of you. So we've had loads of lovely comments over the last week, specifically saying about how much people appreciate the channel and they enjoy the content. But we really appreciate you and we enjoy hanging out with you on stream. So thank you so much for making it what it is. Because otherwise, I'm just waffling and talking to a camera and there's no interaction. And you give me things to talk about, but not only do you give me things to talk about, but you put food on the table for me, Luce, and the kids. That's, although we joke about it, if you don't super chat, my kids don't eat. But that's kind of the reality. If you don't super chat, I don't do this as a job. So it's because of you people. You're amazing people. We love you very, very much. And now people are still super chatting just to keep you in that chair for a little bit longer, Luce.
So selfish.
So selfish. This is what you get for telling them all to go to bed.
There should be like an abusive word for this, because we've got things like gaslighting, which is very real, but this is real because this is actually fucking happening. You lot are keeping the stream open. So there needs to be a word for this.
Show her the pics, Liam.
I will. Oh, not those ones.
Can we all please just go to bed? Begging.
Happy Friday from the States.
Thank you, Steve. I love the fact that Furry Curry sees super chat come through and you look genuinely distraught over there. that was amazing. That was incredible. Dave B says Snorosaurus incoming. We'll just wait for this one as well.
Horsey Heresy. Just some brothers horsing around.
Right, you people are incredible people, but I'm going to have to go very quickly before you do it again today, right? Thank you so much for hanging out with us. I hope you've enjoyed this. Next stream will probably be on the 40k channel, Tuesday for Liam and Joe show, and then Tuesday night for members only. Joe and I will probably play some Call of Duty Monday afternoon on our gaming channel, !gaming, if you want a link to that one, so you can go sub there. We're keeping the content separate so we don't murder our 40k algorithm, because it's important that we keep the 40k content flowing on the 40k channel. And if we did Call of Duty bollocks on the 40k channel and we get 3 viewers, it kills the rest of our content. So if you're interested in that one, head on over to there. You can !gaming, or you can check out the link in the video description below. Thank you so much for hanging out with us. Anything you want to add, Lisa, before we go?
No. Can we go to bed, please?
Okay, I'll hit the end button if you show me the cat ears one more time. They can't see it.
I hate the fact you're exploiting me.
It's all right. Evil badgers.
Oh, God. Yes, I'm still fucking up. Can we please go to bed?
We've just got to wait for this one to come through now. It's just this last super chat.
Asshole.
It's just if they super chat, I have to stay. I can't help it. It's just the rules. There's one more. Yeah.
YouTube rules.
They've paid for a super chat to be read out.
This right, you Kai. Does a super chat?
Is Luce still up?
She is, I'm afraid. Yeah, just about.
If you log off because chat
aren't abusive, but it's more about the fact if they've paid for it to be read out by Amy, Luce, it's only fair.
I'm a barstool.
You are a wonderful human, Kai. I love you so much. Okay, well, should we just start doing the ending again? Do you have to start from the start?
Goodbye everyone. Good
Thank
night.
you so much for watching. We'll see you
night.
in the next one.